Oh, sparrows landing by the old harbour light, where the boats come home every cold Friday night. There's a tale on the tide and a song in the foam, and a school at the fiddle and fox waiting back home.
Welcome to Sparrow's Landing by Stephen Noseworthy. Chapter 6. The Ride Home. The roads were quiet as they left Driftwood Commons. For several minutes, neither spoke. Not because they had run out of things to say, quite the opposite. Some evenings felt complete enough that silence became part of the conversation. Beside him, Eleanor gazed out the passenger window. A faint smile lingered on her lips. Silas found himself smiling too. It had been a very good evening. Ahead, the lighthouse beam swept across the night. White light glided over the ocean, across the shoreline, then disappeared, only to return moments later. The causeway emerged from the darkness, a narrow ribbon connecting Hemlock Island to the mainland. At extreme high tides, portions vanished beneath the sea. Storm surges occasionally swallowed it entirely. Silas slowed slightly as they crossed. Beyond the causeway, Pike Manor appeared. The lighthouse beam swept across the house, then moved on. A few moments later it returned, and for the first time, Silas truly understood why people spoke about the manor with such fascination. The original stone section had been built by Eleanor's ancestors in the late 1600s. Generation after generation had expanded it. New wings, new rooms, new stories. Warm light glowed from dozens of windows. The manor overlooked the ocean like a patient guardian that had watched centuries pass. Beautiful, historic, enduring. The lighthouse beam swept across it again. Then Silas saw something, or thought he did. Movement, high above, near the uppermost window. A figure, standing perfectly still, watching. The light vanished. Darkness reclaimed the house. Silas frowned. When the beam returned, the window was empty. Nothing but glass reflecting moonlight. "Everything all right?" Eleanor asked. Silas kept his eyes on the manor. "Thought I saw something." "What?" He hesitated, then shrugged. "Probably nothing." Eleanor followed his gaze toward the upper floor. For a moment, a curious smile touched her lips. Old houses play tricks on people. Silas glanced toward her. There was something in her expression. Not amusement, not concern, something else. Before he could identify it, it was gone. The lighthouse swept across the manor once more, and another memory surfaced. Her cousin, the fall, the questions nobody had ever fully answered. Nothing about the house felt sinister, yet the memory remained, like the lighthouse itself, always returning. Silas parked near the front entrance. The ocean murmured against the rocks below. The lighthouse turned. Its beam swept across the lawn, then moved on. He walked around and opened Eleanor's door. Together they crossed the grounds toward the great oak entrance. Neither seemed in a hurry. At the door they stopped. "I had a wonderful evening," Eleanor said softly. "So did I." A pause followed. Not awkward, not uncomfortable. Simply honest. The kind of pause that comes when neither person wants the moment to end. Silas looked into her eyes. Eleanor looked into his, and neither moved away. The kiss was gentle at first, then lingered, long enough for both to realize neither wanted it to end. When they finally separated, Eleanor smiled. A genuine smile. The kind that reached her eyes. She slipped a key from her purse, unlocked the great oak door. Warm light spilled into the night. Then she glanced back over her shoulder. Would you like to come in for a nightcap? So ends Chapter 6. Come again for the continuing story of Sparrow's Landing.
Oh, sparrows landing by the old harbour light, where the boats come home every cold Friday night. There's a tale on the tide and a song in the foam,